Anyway, I've seen a very nice tweet of Djokovic walking around today. He's in Rome, eh?
Yes.
For the Masters, and he says, today I came prepared, and he's wearing a cyclist's helmet.
Just taking a dig of what happened.
Yes.
I saw that, I laughed because he has a hat, then he has a cyclist top.
Yeah.
Said he came prepared.
He came prepared, yeah. So today nothing is going to fall on it. I think it's really funny. I think it's cheeky. Interesting though, that when this story first came out, it sounded like a fan had thrown it.
Yeah.
Like the first time it sounded like a fan had thrown something at him. And it was, that's the perils of social media.
Yeah.
Because the first news was, he got hit by a bottle by a fan. And then I saw the video yesterday. And the fan is basically leaning to get his something signed, and the bottle just...
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's one of those unfortunate incidents. Something I've learned as well, and I think in general, not even necessarily for when you're around sporting superstars, spatial awareness. Is it situational awareness?
Situational awareness.
Yeah, and just have a pulse of where you're moving. Because I've been in a situation once many years back. I was in a very high-profile restaurant, Wokabi. So I'm just moving back to allow somebody to pass, just being a gentleman. I didn't realize there were plates and cups behind me.
Where?
Boss, zilianguka.
Zote.
And those
Zile zilikuwa zimepailiwa hivi mingi.
Everything. I've never been so red-faced. Another day, I don't know who was somewhere, like there's somebody, I don't know, somebody was walking somewhere, some proper event. They misjudged their step. Pungulu, meanguka, ameshika, what is it called, the tablecloth, kavuta masani, everything flying at left, right, and center, because they hadn't seen a cable. So it was easy to miss, but that's why it's usually very important when you're in situations whereby there's a risk of something happening. Be very aware, because if that's a small thing.
Yes, but you know what? But to be fair, you are being too hard on yourself.
No. Let me explain.
Yeah.
You see, like that situation. I don't know. You know those freak situations.
Yeah, because the guy, Djokovic was signing autographs. Yes. The guy was standing up. So he was leaning down to get, if he can get his autograph. So he leans down, and when he leans down, on his backpack, there's a water bottle, like most people do. But who is going to remember that? No. It's good. It's not.
And let me tell you, and that's, you see, for example, even a bottle, you have to be very intentional about certain things, because you don't realize it.
It's just man.
Yeah, you don't realize it. Yeah, I know it was a freak situation. At least he wasn't badly injured, but you have to be very aware.
It just falls, this thing. You can't, let me tell you, it's like on Monday when I'm getting ready for Spot On, not this Monday, the other Monday. You know the way you put your tea?
Yeah.
There's your laptop, and then there's your tea. And then before you tell, maybe this tea shouldn't be here.
Yes.
Like before you think, you've knocked it over.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you're
That's
scrambling. Yes. Like you're like...
That's
you're working, and then you say, "Look, I'm taking my cup of tea."
You see,
and then the moment before you can, that's what it's like the guy, like you can't, like some things will just happen. The guy is concentrating on, I want to get an autograph. He doesn't remember how my bottle is packed. No, he wants to get to Djokovic.
I understand. I look, that situation I totally understand. But I'm saying the bigger picture is, what I'm saying is, just have to be very keen. For example, you see, like in studio. Yes, we are mature enough to be able to have maybe a bottle of water, but it's not allowed, because you don't know. In excitement here, maybe Burnley are scoring, and then you hit the bottle. Maji mwagikie mitambo. We have a very long evening. Saying, because you see the rules are very clear.
Yes.
No food or drink inside the studio. That's the thing, because there's the risk of something happening.
Yeah.
The same way, like you're in petrol station, like don't smoke a cigarette. You see, those are small things that people might take for granted. Or kids in a certain place have to be accompanied by an adult, because you don't know, the kid might run there. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, sometimes you just have to. I know that situation was unique. It was a freak incident.
It was such a weird thing. I was like, what the heck has happened?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, it happens. It's like now in Nairobi, when you're driving in Nairobi. Yes, you have right of way. You've indicated right. You're going to join somewhere, but remember, a border doesn't care.
No. Those rules don't apply here. Please.
Yeah. So
we drive on the go.
Yeah.
You could be decisions change as Yeah, that one. Hey, anyway, so that's Mr. Djokovic, of course. And speaking of tennis, so that we can finish this tennis minute, Dominic Thiem has done what you've been saying someone should do.
Yes.
Ikikata, just leave it.
I think he felt it, and you can even in the way he wrote that statement, you could tell he said, "Nimechoka, nimetap out. I'm done."
I felt for him though.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Dominic Thiem. Once looked at as one of the stars to come into. He's been to what, 4 Grand Slam finals?
Yes.
Won 1. And I was like, no.
At one time was top 3.
Yeah, because how old is he? Dominic Thiem is what? He's 30.
Yeah.
30. Reached 4 Grand Slam finals. Won 1. I think the US in the year of COVID. Yeah, 2020 US Open. Runners up at the 2018 and 19 French Opens, of course, to Nadal, and 2020 Australian Open. He suffered a wrist injury after 2020, and that's the problem all along. They've tried to treat it, imekata.
So what he said was, firstly, my wrist is not exactly, this is just an excerpt of what he wrote.
Yep.
My wrist is not exactly the way, just to touch on what you've said, it should be, and it is not exactly the way how I want it. And the second reason is my inner feeling, which I think is the one that really pushed him to make this decision. I was thinking about this decision. I was thinking about it for a very long time. I was thinking very carefully about it. And thinking about the whole journey as a tennis player, which was incredible. So you can tell, 7 tour level titles, his win-loss record is 348, 210. And is the only Austrian, as you'd said, who's won
Grand Slam.
Yeah.
It's sad, it's him. And I think tennis is one of the toughest sports to play in the world.
It is, yeah.
And there's him, Del Potro.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. His right hand, he just couldn't get it right.
Yeah.
And he had probably the most fierce forehand of anyone I've ever watched in tennis. Del Potro has struggled with it. Federer towards the end. Nadal towards the end. It seems like the injuries are, when they hit you, at such a level. And such a sad loss. Because he's 30, man.
I think for him,